Have you ever looked someone in the eyes and felt something was off, but couldn't explain what? Not danger, not hate, but something soft, submissive, lost. What if I told you that the strongest people you know can be the weakest inside, and that there are 7 subtle signs that silently expose them? Most people miss them, but once you see them, you can't unsee them. And once you eliminate them from yourself, your life will never be the same. Let's expose the truth. And it starts with the first silent sign. 1. They apologize. When they've done nothing wrong. You're at a cafe. Someone bumps into them, and they're the one who says sorry. They're constantly shrinking, apologizing for their existence. This isn't kindness. It's a subconscious cry. Please don't see me as a threat. In Stoic psychology, this is called self-abandonment. The moment you apologize for your presence, you tell the world you don't deserve space. True strength isn't loud, but it doesn't beg for permission to exist either. 2. They over-explain themselves. Ever notice someone give you a 2-minute explanation for something simple, like saying no to a plan? Oh, I'd love to come, but I'm just so busy, and my friend came over, and I didn't sleep much last night, and... Stop. That's not an explanation. That's fear talking. Fear of rejection. Fear of being judged. Fear of being seen as selfish. Stoics knew excess words are a mask. A strong man says, "No, I won't be there." A weak one builds a story because he doesn't believe he's allowed to disappoint others. 3. They laugh. When they're uncomfortable, you've seen it. They get interrupted mid-sentence and they laugh awkwardly. Someone insults them and they smile through it. That laugh, that smile, it's not joy, it's submission. I'll laugh so you won't attack me. I'll smile so you won't see how hurt I am. But inside, they're dying. The Stoics taught, silence is better than laughter born of fear. You don't have to perform for people who don't respect you. You just have to respect yourself enough to not fake joy. 4. They can't sit in silence. Watch what someone does when a room gets quiet. A strong person rests in it. A weak one fidgets, checks their phone, talks just to fill the void. Because silence forces them to meet themselves, and if the voice inside is full of doubt, shame, or insecurity, they'll run from it, even at the middle of a conversation. But a Stoic trains themselves to be with themselves. In silence, they're not alone, they're home. 5. They avoid eye contact with power. Next time you're in a group, watch where people's eyes go. Weak men avoid eye contact with confident people. They'll joke around with the timid, but their gaze drops when strength walks in. Why? Because power triggers their insecurities. It reminds them of everything they wish they were, but are afraid to become. Here's the Stoic truth. If you can't face another man's strength, it's not him you fear, it's your own potential. 6. They overcompensate with kindness. Now this one's tricky because kindness looks noble, but sometimes it's a weapon of self-defense. A weak person gives too much, smiles too often, agrees too easily, not because they care, but because they fear rejection. They hope that by pleasing everyone, they'll finally be loved. But Stoicism teaches, he who tries to please all loses himself. True strength is not about being liked. It's about being whole, even if that means being alone. 7. They're afraid to speak their mind. You can see it in meetings, conversations, relationships. They think something, but say nothing, because the idea of conflict terrifies them, because the moment they express a real opinion, they risk being disliked. But what's worse than being disliked? Being invisible. Stoics believed if your soul speaks, let it roar. Because silence isn't always peace. Sometimes it's a slow death. Now ask yourself this: do you see any of these signs in you? Because if you do, that's not a death sentence. It's a wake-up call. Every one of these signs is a symptom of fear. And fear, my friend, is a liar dressed as a friend. But the cure is inside you. Every day you hold your boundaries. Every time you speak your truth. Every moment you sit in silence and feel your strength returning, you are reclaiming your soul. This is what Stoic psychology is truly about. Not being cold, but being unshakable. Not being nice, but being true. If this video hit something deep in you, don't just like it. Don't just subscribe. Commit to yourself. Drop a comment that says, "I see it, I'm changing." Because sometimes all it takes to start the transformation is the decision to stop hiding from it.